Most people think intelligent people succeed faster, but that is not always true. Some of the smartest people you know are completely stuck, not because they lack ability, because they never stop consuming. They read another book, watch another video, listen to another podcast, save another productivity tip, and convince themselves they are making progress. But knowledge can become a hiding place, a sophisticated form of procrastination. Because learning feels productive, it gives the brain a sense of movement without the discomfort of action. You feel intelligent, prepared, inspired, but your life remains the same. And slowly, you become addicted to information instead of transformation. You tell yourself, I just need one more strategy, one more course, one more explanation. But execution does not come from knowing more. It comes from tolerating imperfection long enough to act. That is the difference. Smart people often struggle because they want certainty before movement. They want the perfect plan before the first step. They overthink, analyze, optimize, research. And while they are busy preparing, someone less talented quietly starts and eventually wins through repetition. Because action teaches what information never can. You cannot think your way into discipline. You build it through behavior. Most growth is embarrassingly simple. Wake up earlier, train consistently, do the work, repeat it when it becomes boring. But the intelligent mind resists simplicity. It wants complexity, because complexity protects the ego. If the process stays complicated, you never have to confront the real problem: fear. Fear of failing publicly, fear of being average at first, fear of discovering that potential means nothing without execution. So instead of acting, you continue consuming. More videos, more theories, more motivation, more planning, until your entire life becomes preparation for a future that never arrives. The truth is uncomfortable. Most people already know enough to change their life. They simply do not repeat the basics long enough. Execution is not glamorous. It is repetitive, quiet, often invisible. That is why few people do it. Reading about discipline feels easier than becoming disciplined. Watching productivity content feels easier than focusing. Planning feels safer than starting. But eventually, you must decide. Do you want endless information or visible results? Because there is a moment where learning stops helping and starts delaying. A moment where another video becomes avoidance. Another notebook becomes hesitation. Another plan becomes fear disguised as intelligence. Smart people often wait too long because they believe understanding should come first. But clarity usually comes after action, not before it. Confidence is built through evidence, not theory, not inspiration, not potential. Evidence. One completed task, one uncomfortable conversation, one workout finished when you didn't feel like training, one promise kept to yourself. That is how momentum begins, not through brilliance, through repetition. This is why disciplined people often appear less emotional, less dramatic, less obsessed with motivation, because they stopped negotiating with every feeling. They learned that action creates clarity, not the other way around. So if you feel stuck right now, ask yourself honestly, have you been learning or avoiding? Have you been preparing or postponing? Because there comes a point where intelligence becomes self-sabotage, when the mind becomes so crowded with information that execution feels impossible. and the solution is usually smaller than you think. Close the videos, close the tabs, pick one direction and work. Badly at first, uncomfortably at first, imperfectly at first, but start, because your future will not be built by the amount you know, it will be built by what you repeat consistently. Knowledge has value, but only action changes your life. If this message found you at the right time, comment one word: execute.